Hello there, people of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. We've hit 3,000 subscribers. What the hell? We got more members on this channel than UK Scientology has, so big up to us. But I'm making this video a bit impromptu. I literally just finished work and I checked my phone and I received a voicemail.
Jose, hi. I'm calling from Scientology, Oregon, London. It was just a quick call to see how are you doing. I see that you haven't been in our org for around 20 years, so it's been a while. The good news is that you still have a little bit of money on the account with us. I wanted to find out how is your Scientology journey going. It would be great to see you back in here, so if you've got a minute, give me a call back. Thanks a lot.
So there's a few things I'm curious about. One being 20 years ago, I was 8 years old and didn't know I had an account. 2, if there's money on it, how much is on it? And will they refund my dad, maybe?
And 3, how did they get my phone number?
I don't know what the situation is, but I am intrigued to find out more. So we're gonna call them back right now and see what the situation is. Hi, I had a missed call from this number earlier.
Hi, who's this?
You called me.
Yeah, it's from Scientology org. Am I speaking with Rachel?
Rachel? No. How did you get my number?
Well, I had this number in a file, so maybe either I misdialed it, or it is a different number, so...
Can you double check?
I could do if you want.
That'd be great, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, bye.
Oh no, are you checking it now? Hung up on me. Let's wait, I reckon he'll call me back. All right, it's been half an hour and he has not called me back yet. So, we're gonna call him again. My theory is though that this kid does not know me. I reckon there's been like a fake profile made, probably by someone in OSA, sent it to London, go check in with these people. So this kid has no idea. And he's calling me just to kind of freak me out. But he doesn't know that he's calling me to freak me out, if that makes sense. That's my theory. We're gonna see, and I'm gonna explain it to him, hopefully.
Hello?
Hiya, this is Kelly. You called me earlier. I was just seeing if you checked my phone number or not.
Okay, yes, it was a mistake. I just misdialed the number, so we don't have you on our file, so I just dialed the wrong number.
It's weird though, you know, because I was in Scientology 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't have your file in here, so I was definitely not trying to reach you, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay.
Listen, let me have a look into it again. Would you be okay if I will text you back?
Well, just hold on a second, because, like, obviously, I think it's quite weird that there's a file with my number on, but you don't have me on file.
Well, this number is not linked with your name now, so it's probably an old number because, again...
But you see, I was 8 years old, so they wouldn't have my number. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a bit odd.
It would be odd, but then again, this number is from 2004, so it is quite an old file, you see.
Yeah. But I was 8. I didn't even have a phone.
Exactly. So probably what happened was, even though it is quite interesting coincidence that your parents were in Scientology, I think what happened was the person that used this number in 2004 probably is not using it anymore, and now you've got it.
Oh, I see. You were... Alright, so I'm just editing this and it's still making me laugh and the mystery is not yet solved. So do you guys think that this is even possible? That this other random person that hasn't been to the org in 20 years has my number, or used to have it, and now I so happen to have it, and they just so happened to ring me this week? Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you work in London, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you online, so...
You know, it's not really for me. Well, my dad was he was OT5.
That's good.
Both left it now anyway. I only did some introductory ones. I was at St Hill for a while, and
Nice.
yeah, I went to Greenfields when I was young as well.
Yeah. Maybe we could show you how the orgs look like after the new release and everything, and who knows, maybe at some point it would interest you, you know?
I just find some of the, you know, like the interrogation stuff a bit intense, I'll be honest.
Interrogation? What do you mean?
You know, like when you have the cans on the little machine thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, like we had one at home and it wasn't very nice most of the time.
There's no kind of interrogation machine. It's called an e-meter.
Yeah, yeah.
So it basically, I don't know if you've ever had a pinch test, but it basically locates in a person where a person might have some mental charge. So it's not like a lie detector. It's just like, let's say, if you have a problem in a marriage or whatever,
Yeah.
and you don't necessarily, as an example, right, and you don't necessarily know what it is, this can help locate where the problem is. It's not what we use to interrogate anyone.
When I was 6, I did my parents were having some issues, and they did like a sec check. Have you ever had one?
Yeah, of course.
So I did a sec check when I was 6 years old, and they thought I was an SP, which I thought was a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone told that you're an SP, so were you officially declared, or just...
No, I wasn't officially declared because they had to handle me or disconnect from me. That was the thing. So they went down the handling route. And if they weren't going to handle me, then they were going to like put me up for adoption, maybe.
It's very unusual, and it doesn't seem that, you know, that doesn't seem like something that was done standardly, if I'm honest with you. And did you do anything that might have created this, or not at all?
What, when I was 6?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I know it's a stupid question.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it seems a bit unreal, if I'm honest.
It's the truth.
Wow.
My experience with the Scientology, it's 180 degrees, and I think that maybe what happened to you, unfortunately, was not Scientology. I've had sex checks myself, and I've done things in my own personal life that were not perfectly ethical, but it's not to kick anyone out, because no one is perfectly clean. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
the ethics spec is there for you to put your own ethics in if you feel like it. And in very rare occasions, it happens that someone is declared an SP, but we're talking here about some major violations.
I made a video like about my story and like what happened. So it's for me, I'm like, oh, it's quite weird that I'm getting a phone call now that after I've made that video, like, you know, you said I'm not on your file, but like my number has ended up with you. Do you know what I mean? It's quite strange.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see your viewpoint, but again, I'm not trying to withhold any information. There was nothing sneaky going on. It's a completely different name. You said that your name is Carrie, right? So that's not what I see in here. And once again, that's the number from 2004. So it's probably just a number that switched hands, and that's what happened. And you said that you've done a video. So what video did you do?
I just made a video about my like experience growing up.
Okay. And who did you do it with? Was it on your own, or?
Yeah, I did it on my own, like a kind of like a story time, you know. I'm a YouTuber, and my dad was an OT5, you know, like he had done so much. So I was like, this is not for me. Like, this is scary.
Yeah. Well, look, it seems like an injustice to me. So I'll tell you what, I'll do a little bit of digging myself, because it sounds a little bit odd. And you know, there were people on the line years ago that were not necessarily applying Scientology, just so you understand that if there's an injustice, if it's not Scientology, this is some other weird idea that a person might have, right? So leave it with me because I want to actually see what could have happened, and maybe if you wouldn't mind, I'll come back to you maybe next week if you'd like it. And we'll see if we can do anything about it. You know.
I mean, I don't really think there's anything to do about it. I don't want to be a Scientologist because I don't agree with it. I think it's been quite abusive in my life, but I just wanted you to know that you've been given my number from somewhere.
Oh no, so like I think that I've tried to explain it. It's like, and it wasn't.
So you just accidentally dialed my number.
Not accidentally, as I said, the number that we have that is on the file, I just checked, but it's with a different name.
No.
Yeah, you can see how it's strange, though, right? Like,
yeah, I know. Actually, with your story, I completely understand that it puts you a little bit odd as well. It's a different name, so. Okay, well, listen, it was a pleasure to speak with you, and I'm really sorry for what happened.
that's okay. It's not your fault.
I could have only wished that you would have a different experience. Remember that the doors are always open, and that maybe if at some point you cognize that you want to see how it actually is and what Scientology can actually do for you and in which way it can help. Yeah. The doors are always open.
Yeah, I think I've seen all I need to see, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, Kelly Copter. Got a call from London's COS today. Oh, you lucky person.
Hey.
I don't know how they got my number. Any ideas? They said it was filed under a different name. Would love to solve the mystery. Okay, Kelly. And for everybody out there, Scientology spends millions of dollars doing very sophisticated skip tracing. You can basically find anybody these days if you are dedicated to doing so. There is so much information available on the internet and through search engines, and Scientology spends lots and lots and lots of money to track people. Scientology is absolutely obsessed with keeping a list of names and addresses of everybody that they can send their promotion to, and to send as much as they possibly can to each one of those people, because Ron says that's how you make income.
I'm not sure how they got her phone number, though. I mean, they got
that's
that-
easy too. I
Is
mean,
that
you
the
can
same?
find anybody's phone number, email address, social security number, how much
great.
taxes they paid last year. I mean, it's
It's
nuts.
gross.
It is gross.